and we utilize them accordingly. Well, the way I see it right now is what you need, specifically you, your person, your home, your space, your circle, your environment, what you need, you are able to tap into the collective and not even really put thought into it. It's just it's coming right to you. So I have a few colors around me, but there's every single color in the collective, every color. So this is a very lucky time. And I know that sounds crazy because a lot of us are not feeling lucky. We're like, all the things, we're feeling the weight of everything and it's getting to us. So I also feel lots of stress and anxiety and all the stuff. But there is there is so much positive energy with every color being in the collective. It's very lucky. Like you are able to manifest quicker. So be mindful of your thoughts. Really be mindful of your thoughts. If you are in the dump and in the slumps and in the negative Nancy's, well, congratulations. This is what you're going to bring about. So I highly recommend. One of the things one of my mentors and my bonus moms likes to explain to me is if you're trying to work through a habit or a thing or a thought where your negative Nancy thoughts are overpowering and you're trying to get over this, or you're trying not to think about a person anymore that is on your mind that you've cut out of your life, take a hair tie. I was going to do my bracelet, but that's not going to work. Take a hair tie and just, ooh, there's a negative thought. Ooh, I'm gonna snap that so that I come back to reality and I can switch it. I can instantly switch it. So if I'm thinking about all the stress and all the money and the job, I'm gonna nope, nope. I have money. I have a job. I have a home. I'm well provided for. All those things. So we really have to be mindful of our thoughts during this week. Um, in into next week. It's going to be going into next week too. I've never seen it like this. Treasures, I have never seen it like this, and I've been seeing these colors my entire life, and I've never seen every color in the collective. We are normally on a united front in the energy that is needed as a whole. Okay, um, it feels extremely lucky. It feels like there are shifts happening. It feels like people are changing their mind and their paradigms. It's very positive. It's very positive. So keep on the positive Patty train. I know it sounds nuts when I'm like, I know things in reality might not be going well for you, and I understand that there is drama and stress and da 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 da, and there are things to worry about. I get it. But worshiping your worry is just adding more for you to worry about. So change your mind. Change your mind. Please, treasure, change your mind. Look in the mirror and say, how amazing can it get today? How great can it get today for me? What beautiful things could happen? I am going to start expecting blessings and expecting good things instead of looking around every corner wondering when the shoe is going to drop. Right? Right? So change your mind. This week is absolutely beautiful with the energy and all the colors that are out there. I've never seen it in my whole life. And I feel lucky. Like, I want to go to the casino lucky. As I'm like itching my engaged finger. Like, good shine, sir. Might have to definitely get a lottery ticket. So anything's possible. Anything is possible. What do you want to bring into your life? What do you want to see come into your life? Talk about it. Speak it into existence. Journal. Write about it. This is one of my favorite activities to do, is to envision all your problems gone. All the struggles, everything that you are stressing about right now, fixed. Okay? Genie in the bottle, boom. That quick. Fixed. Right? Now, I want you to journal. Just a yes. See? Okay, Jenny. Yep. Financially and emotionally, fixed. That's fixed. Right now. Your wish is my command. Boom. Done. Okay? Now, what does that look like? I want you to journal. You can just even put it on your notepad in your phone. You can type it here to us, which will even magnify it because now we are on board, right? We are reading and our awareness is tapping into what you want, right? So you can type it here, but if you don't want to, that's okay. I'm just saying it will amplify it. All those things are taken care of financially and emotionally. Boom. You are goddess. You are cloud nining it. You are texting me, messaging me, going, this is too good to be true. I'm going to go, oh no, goddess. No, no, no. So journal about it. In this moment, all those things are taken care of. It's all taken care of. What does that look like for you? Getting up in the morning. Let's say everything's taken care of today and you wake up tomorrow morning and your dreams are fulfilled and all that stress, boom, 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 gone. Journal from what it looks like for you the moment you wake up throughout the whole day until the moment you go to bed. I want to know what it looks like. I want to know what you're doing. Are you going for your coffee? Are you going for a morning tea? Are you going for a morning run? Are you doing morning affirmation? Are you kissing your loved ones? Are you getting up the kids? Like, what are you doing? Really think about this, treasures. Really think about it. And the more you think about it, the more you bring it about. And the more you bring it about, the more you start acting towards. So journaling it not just puts it in our awareness. It's like solidifying it to the universe. I am not even kidding. The things that I have journaled about have come true every single time. So I really make sure that what I want and what I desire is on those pages. I feel like I would do the same things, but with a different attitude. I'd be happier. Oh, goddess. Ah, so you're already living your dream life, is what you're telling me. You're already living what you want to be living. Well, that's not something you want to bring into your awareness or catching those people. Basically, yes. Girl, you're so much closer than the rest of us. You really just have to change your mind. You really just have to change your mind. You really just have to, when all the negative Nancy thoughts creep in and all the what ifs and how bad can it get and when's the shoe gonna drop and da 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 da, you really can lift that from your awareness all on your own. Practice makes progress. I have all my needs met, but I know there is room for more. Okay, so open up your awareness to what that more is. The possibility of more. You're happy. You've got the things. I'm trying to help my husband get out of his funk. Oh, I love it when you guys focus on other people. I'm being a butt because I want you to focus on you. So let's snap our fingers, Amelia, and your husband is out of his funk. Okay, let's snap the fingers and envision he's out of his funk. What does that day look like for you guys? Waking up in the morning, what do you do together? If you do anything together, do you go your separate ways? Do you do your thing and he does his thing? Or do you come together, you wake up in the morning, you get your coffee, you get your tea, you watch your morning program, whatever it is. What is it that you guys do? Start thinking about that. Start really thinking about it, because you can't get someone out of their funk. You can only plant seeds around them that help them get out of their funk, right? So that's why I say focus on our thinking and how we can change it. So in your scenario, what are the little things that you could do that could help him get out of his funk, that aren't going to take away from your own good energy and your own positive thinking? Because there's always a positive Patty and there's always a grump in a relationship. and you got to be even more positive Patty when they're in a funk, right? That's the beautiful thing about union, about co-creation, is we work together. Now, it's not your responsibility, but we work together. Oh, I can understand that. So you have outside burdens. You have outside burdens that have come into the home, which is just adding stress and heaviness. And that seems to be getting to him. Hello, goddess. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Just getting back on our feet. Well, congratulations. Everyone celebrate for Miss Amelia because that is fantastic. That's fantastic, goddess. I'm very happy for you. You've crossed the threshold, right? So you're on the upward spiral. You're getting on your feet and you're moving in the right direction. And you do this. You do this. Just found jobs in a place. Girl, thank you for joining my live. Yes, my own thoughts are are what paves the way for my daily mood. Absolutely. Goddess, see, you're already speaking it into existence. I want to have a fantastic day. Therefore, I am going to have a fantastic day. I want to be happy. I am happy. Not I am going to be. I am. I am. Sorry, not meaning to show you my tattoo, but the goosebumps. So, your thoughts, they bring about so much for you. It's insane. But I have a lot of negative thinking. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Every time you have one, snap, snap, snap. Oh, I want to ask so and so for lunch, but what if they don't like me? Snap, snap. You're putting something to existence that you have no idea the truth of the matter, right? You're assuming that somebody wouldn't like you. Boom. And you know what they call, you know what they say about people that assume. Life is amazing when you love yourself. Yes, goddess. I'm a firm believer in positive thinking. Yes, I'm terrible with that. Okay, so we have to change our even our speaking, goddess. Instead of saying I'm terrible with that, say I'm learning to get better with that. I'm learning to be a positive Patty. I'm learning to think positive thoughts. Oh, goddess, I love that. Oh, that's one of my most favorite things to do. Oh, the beach. Where are you guys at? Where are you guys at? What state are you in? What beautifulness can I like tap into and envision through you? I'm in Michigan and we got frost last night. Oh, Wisconsin. You're right across the way from me. So I know a lot of people that go, oh, I'll just pray, and I'll pray for the thing to happen, and I'll have the positive thinking in the mindset, and it'll happen. Well, that's one thing that you're utilizing. That's one aspect of it. You have to act like it. You have to act like the woman that got the thing. You have to act like the woman who is the positive Patty that knows what she wants. You have to act like it. And then you have to take action towards. I started fruit and vegetable smoothies a week ago. Good job, Candy. Of course you can. I haven't had a shake for probably, I don't know, 4 days, 5 days. That's too long because I can tell a difference that I haven't had my shake. Literally, a neighbor gave me a whole bunch of cucumbers the other day, and I went, if this isn't a sign, and frozen blueberries, I was like, if this isn't a sign, I don't know what the heck it is. The universe is neutral. The universe gives you what you want. God is the genie in the bottle. Your wish is her command or his command, however you view. So when you're thinking, I'm terrible with that, the universe says, oh, absolutely you are. I agree with you. I believe you, and I give it to you. And I'm going to give you more reasons to fill that cup, to believe in that cup, right? So that's why I say if you're struggling with negative thinking, wear a hair tie on your hand, on your wrist, and literally snap that. Snap it. Every time, snap it. Oh, I don't want to apply for the job because I don't have qualifications. Snap it. Snap it. That could be your dream job and just be waiting for you, but you didn't believe that you could even obtain an interview. So the universe says, your wish is my command. Try fruit in your water with a slice or two of cucumbers. Cucumbers in your water is so good. I did not think that I would like it. I didn't think that I would. I love cucumbers. I'm a lemon water lady. But yes, listen to Candy on that. Yes, yes, yes. Cucumbers are so good. Recently, I have just started cutting the seeds out because my cousin said that the seeds in the cucumbers can hurt people with IBS and Crohn's and that type of thing. So it can hurt your digestive system. And excuse me, guys, if I am doing that, then I need to stop because I have digestive issues. Just a lot. I can't eat a lot of the stuff that normal folks can eat. My body says no. Even kale. Yep, I do kale. Lemons are acidic. I don't do a lot of lemon, only occasionally because I like the taste of it in my water. I do kale. This is my daily. I do kale, spinach, cucumber, and then I add blueberry and pineapple. And I smooth it all up with some water. So it's like a smoothie. I add water to it because that's easier for me to be able to drink it. I'm not good at drinking chunks. So not good at drinking chunks. How is it that I am this psychic that I knew I wasn't going to be doing the live reading this morning and I still showed up? So, my computer's dying. Give me 1 second. I want to plug that in and we will keep going with this, treasures, because I am feeling a very good vibe from you all and I love it. And we have a lot of energy going on, so we can tap into the ones that we need specifically. But I didn't come extremely prepared, and I guess I didn't have my computer rolling this morning. So what do I have to turn off? I can't turn off my heater. Oh, good God, I can't. Oh, I can turn this on. Here we go. I panicked for a second. It frosted in Michigan last night, so everything is chilly this morning, and it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. It's supposed to be nice and warm. Okay, there we go. So my heater is plugged in under. I'm in a studio, which is my barn. I don't normally have Friday off, but here we are. Oh, I love it, Amelia. You were supposed to be here, goddess. You were supposed to be here. And I laugh because I was extremely tired. I don't know what is going on, but I do. I was kind of sick at the beginning of the week and just not sick, but like a cold and cramps, all that stuff. And so I didn't want to, I didn't do things. I really just wanted to rest and relax. And that is just as important as the hustle, especially for me with what I do. Candy, because we tap into a lot of people's energy. We're not just dealing with our own muck, we're dealing with y'all's muck too. And that can get heavy sometimes. So it takes a lot of practice. It takes a lot of purging. We really got to do that. I've been dragging all week. My husband calls me his goddess. Oh, I love that. Now, if I could get Robert to call me goddess, one day, he has said it one time and it was an accident. We're just getting over pneumonia. Oh, girl, I'm so sorry. Candy, you have to keep practicing. So what I learned from doing all the events, I would get really hot while reading people and I would start to sweat and you could see it. One of my events, I did a Halloween event at a private event. And I read so many people and it was so fun and it was so beautiful. But I was sweating so bad there was a puddle in the chair. Like, how did I stop? Meditation and mindfulness and affirmations and like literally lots of meditation, explaining to God, the universe, that I love this job. I love it with all that I do. I've quit the corporate world so that I can do this full time and help people. And the more I meditate and the more I ground myself and the more I talk to spirit and the more I work with them, the more they help me with that. The more I don't sweat when I'm giving readings anymore. The only reason I would in here is because I got the thing on me. I was told by a shaman that I'm the 13th grandmother. 13's a good number, goddess. How can I tap into it and really receive it? Well, first, make up your mind. Next, meditate. Meditate. I'm going to recommend them, treasures. I'm going to recommend them because it's what changed my life. I offer workshops, and for the month of May, they're $2 for 40 minutes. It's not going to be that way forever. Okay. So get in there and utilize this. We meditate, we do mindfulness, we do affirmations. I work with your chakras remotely while we're in these sessions. So I do ribbon energy cleansing and ribbon Reiki on you. You need to join my meditations, goddess. Practice. What do you mean they couldn't fix it? Practice makes progress. And the more you practice, the more you join my meditations, the more you are on it. Now, I did an event the other night with a group of boss babes, group of amazing. You guys are so much fun. That was so much fun. I have to call or go to Apple. Dang it. Because boss babes, there's some in the chat. Boss babes are very hard on themselves, and they're a borderline perfectionist with a little bit of OCD. And so you're hard on yourself and you want it to happen so bad, and you sit down and meditate, and it's like the brain's already thinking of the next step and getting it done instead of just being present and allowing all of the brain activity to dissipate and going step by step. So in my meditations, I take you on a journey. Now, they're not the same every time. They have been a little bit the same recently because I've had the same people in workshop. And when that happens, I give you guys a journal worksheet every time we're done so that you can journal and self-reflect on the journey. And I love it. I love it when you send me the journal and I get to read 3 pages of your beautiful meditation. It tells me a lot. And therefore I know that it's helping you guys, because you wouldn't spend your time filling out three pages of what you experienced in there if you didn't experience something pretty rad, right? So practice. And for boss babes, guided meditations are where you need to be, because you can't just meditate on your own. You're literally thinking too much. So you need a meditation where I say because I want you in my workshops, but where someone literally guides you the whole way through. Pay attention, because I am going to be doing some on YouTube, and I'm going to be filming them and selling them on my website. So the smaller ones I'll probably do on YouTube to give people, a taste and a quick 10-minute reset, and to get them to see how I do things. We go to a ribbon tree for me. We go to a ribbon tree, and you get exactly what you need there. And what's really cool is I don't tell you what ribbons are coming to you. I just tell you to put your hand up and receive from the tree. And what's really amazing is you guys are connecting with your own deceased loved ones when this happens. Not every time. Sometimes it's an energy that you need, or one that you need to utilize. Like if you're really feeling in a slump and don't want to do nothing, red's going to come to you because you need energy and you need to get up and you need to do things and you need to create and you need to move and have ambition and passion and all the things. So it's very telling, the colors that come to you yourself in these meditations. It's beautiful. It is. I'm getting goosebumps all over right now. It is one of my favorite things to do because these are the tools that I use to help change my life. I've lost 60 pounds. They said I had Crohn's and IBS. Nah, I squashed that. I have cut a lot of negativity out of my life and anyone that brought negativity. So that was one of the hardest things, was cutting people out of my life that I still love. But the proof's in the pudding. You ain't moving forward when you have people standing there trying to hold you back. It's sad. It's a sad realization, but it is the truth. And the truth is something that I want to live by. Authenticity is extremely important to me. So that's why my circle is small, but quality over quantity. Quality over quantity. So isn't it funny that I knew that she was not going to show up for the ribbon reading this morning. I knew it. But I'm still here. And she's still going to get her free ribbon reading. I ain't going to be a butthead. Because everything happens for a reason, you guys. And hello, how are you this morning, treasure? Everything happens for a reason. And this is what I love to do. To be here talking to you guys. To be here spreading my wisdom, my energy, my light. I find it a beautiful thing and a huge blessing. So she may not have showed up for her free reading, and that's okay. We will reschedule with her. I do know she wants it. But things happen. And I was so tired this morning. I was trying to talk myself out of how I could get out of the live this morning. Why are we stinkers? Why are we stinkers? Why do we do that? And in my head, as I'm talking to myself, I'm like, you know, she's not showing up. We've had a rough week of people showing up. We've had a rough week of people showing up. I have had y'all pay for my meditations and then not be there. And then I'm just sitting there like, these aren't refundable. It's only $2. But if you didn't show up, you're not utilizing the service. And you need the gosh darn service. I wish I could send you a pic from last night. It was beautiful. Oh, I would love to see it. I would love it. One of my favorite things to do is to see the sunrise and the sunset. It just reminds me of, if it's the sunrise, what a beautiful day it's going to be and how blessed I am to be here and to have air in my lungs and the ground under my feet. And I am attitude of I'm getting goosebumps again. Attitude of gratitude is absolutely the way to live your life. Absolutely the way to live your life. But if you have a whole bunch of negative Nancys around you, it's really hard to be grateful because you're seeing, feeling, hearing all the negativity. Those kinds are gossiping gals. You know what I mean? They're the drama darlas. You know, they bring in a lot of junk and they throw shade on you. And that shade you feel, and it affects your body. It affects your system. Unless you are guru of the guru and, you know, the top of the line of the master, and even the master still has things to learn. Even the master isn't truly a master. There is always a next step of growth and learning. So I get turned off really quick from the gurus and the self-development coaches in that when they have the grandiose attitude of they know everything. Yes, that energy is so mean girl when they mock. Yeah. It's throwing shade and daggers at our energy, and we feel it. And it affects us, and it absolutely does hold us back. It absolutely does. There was a time where I was like, it does not hold me back. I can have all, because, you know, I come from a toxic family system. I can have my family around me and still rise and watch. Watch. All I did with that was prove to myself that I was wrong. All I did with that attitude was prove to myself that I was wrong. So then, doing the same thing over and over again, giving same results is literally the definition of insanity. So I had to try something different. And I took space between me and the people that were bringing negativity in my life. And treasures, the proof is in the pudding. Oh boy, is the proof in the pudding. When you gain peace, when you gain clarity, when you gain happiness, when weight is lifted from your energy and your shoulders and you can feel it by their absence, that's how you know you made the right decision. That's how you know you made the right decision. You can give up the guilt. You don't have to feel guilty anymore for cutting someone out of your life, because there should be no guilt. You did the right thing. And now you're not coddling them. Now you're not entertaining their shiitake mushroom energy. Because the more we allow people in our life and we don't say nothing about their bull crap, we're stamping a seal of approval on their bull crap. And then what do? Keep dishing out shiitake mushrooms. And not just to you, to everyone. To everyone. And you know from witnessing, from observing their life, their existence, you know that it's not blessing them. I thought, why do I have them in my life? Why? What positivity are they bringing? Or are they just sucking the living daylights, sucking the good energy? It's our fault at that point. Yes, Candy, it is. And I'm so glad you're in this space. You and I are in the same space. Good morning, Treasure. Good morning. You and I are in the same space because it starts with you. It all starts with you. Your attitude, your thinking, your life, your blessings, your struggles, your trials, all of it. Now, what other people do to you, another never grew. Yeah, and what our hope is that by them seeing you grow, by them seeing you make the right choices and you put stops to the negativity and to the crap and to the BS, that they can now observe you from afar. They can now observe you from afar and see, wow, look at the changes they've made for their life. What is it doing for them? What is it doing for them? I've lost 15 pounds in just 3 weeks. And that is how quick it can happen. They can be nice, but do their digs, and I need peace. And that's not nice though, goddess. That's not nice when you're doing digs. That's backhanded compliment. That's passive aggressive, borderline narcissist, control freak. Am I reading that right? They're mean girl digs. Or mean guy, it doesn't matter, female or I call all that energy mean girl, and I don't know why the mean girl gets it, but I call it girl, even when men do it. It's not serving them. It's not serving you. It's not serving anyone in the situation. I pray every day a lot. Very grateful, and I'm so blessed. I love you so much, Candy. That's how we change our mind. We get up in the morning with the intention, I'm going to have a great day. I'm going to have a great day no matter who wants to shiitake mushroom on it. No matter who wants to throw shade on it. No matter who wants to. I get a lot of jealousy around me. I have my whole life, even when I was not beautiful and did not feel I deserved anything good. I still got shade thrown at me with jealousy. Jealousy. Yes, ma'am. And what always hurt, I let it hurt me. Amelia, I let it get into my little Tina little girl heart in there and I let it hurt me. Because what have I done to them other than be nice, kind, and graceful? Like, I didn't understand why people would backhanded, girl, they see my light. They see my light and they see where I'm going and they see the happiness, the peace, the blessings, so many blessings. Yes, I brag about my blessings. They are jealous because they are not willing to do the work. They are jealous because they are not willing to do the work to acquire the things that I have acquired that they themselves very well could acquire. Now, no, these people can't be a ribbon reader because I am the only one. I created this modality. It is unique to Tina Queen of Ribbons. Even if you claim to be a ribbon reader, you're not doing it the same way I do it. I have people that like what I have and do and jealous. Yes. Yes, because they don't have those things. But are they not human? Are they not able to work for the things that they could want? I'm a widow now and I want peace and surround myself with like-minded. Oh, so much love to you, treasure. So much love to you. So much. I'm sending you all the love, because where there is big love, there is much, much bigger grief. Meanwhile, I'm just living my life and I try to guide them, but it's hard. It is. It is. And don't take responsibility. It's not your responsibility. Your responsibility is you. You filling your cup, doing the things that bring you joy, bring you bliss. I get that. Me too. You see what I sit here doing? Me too. And with my my intuition, which you also have, we all have it, but with the ribbon reading and everything that I do, it makes me want to even more, because I can tap in and go, oh, I can see the solution. I can see the solution. Well, that's well and good. But if you don't see the solution, if you don't see that there's even a problem, if you don't see the things, then our conversation is meaningless. You have to be ready. You have to be ready to have a session with me if you really want to change. I see it before it happens. Yeah, me too. Me too. And it really sucks when I have a reading with someone and I have a mixture of readings, you guys. It goes from the people that really need the help and they're in the muck and they're in the gunk, to people that are just wanting to be entertained and have fun. And it's either one or the other. Yep, you can bring the horse to water. Doesn't mean it's going to drink. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I've given out so many free services and been butthurt when people aren't taking the advice and they're not doing the things that I was guided to remind them that they need to do. Always trying to help. Yep, you're right. Yes, ma'am. Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you. I appreciate it. So chances are, by the time they get to you and you're giving them the advice and you're giving them the insight and you can hyper attune and see what the issue is, chances are they already know. They're just not accepting it and they're unwilling to do the work to fix it, because the people in their life that are close to them have said these things to them before. By the time you get to my chair and you're paying for a session, and I'm telling you, do you know how many times, if you're with a friend or with a family member, they look at them and they're like, I've been telling you that for months. That's because it's in their energy. It's what's needed to be done. They're just not listening. And they're the only ones that can. They have to do the thing. My hair is really driving me nuts today. It's like all over. Sorry, guys. So they have to be willing to do the work. Thank you, Amelia. Thank you. I'm like feeling like some people have been really mean in the chats, and one stuck with me the other day, and I was like, that shiitake mushroom, he really knew how to bully me, because I keep envisioning myself sticking my finger in a light socket. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of how I feel today. Thank you, goddess. Thank you. I appreciate you. You know, people are giving us free advice all the time and we're not listening. By the time you come to me and you listen, you're paying for a service, you're more apt to listen because you just invested money into this message. He's just not happy with himself. Yes, goddess, you're correct. You're correct. And I know that. I know that. But if you knew my story, Candy knows my story. I'm about to cry. I have been bullied my whole life, and I didn't used to be this pretty. Well, I look at my pictures and I think I was beautiful. And I'm sure Candy did too, because she's like a bonus mama. But I was bullied. I was called a boy. I had short frizzy hair. I was a little chunkier, you know. I hadn't hit puberty yet. And I got bullied a lot. I'm talking pushed down in the mud puddle before school, like bullied a lot. I love you. I love you. So it's like the universe is testing me because now I do have confidence. Now I am sure of who I am. I love who Tina is. I am so proud to be me. It's insane. Like my confidence. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy. And I want to share that and exude that out onto other people. So my little heart Tina feelers have been hurt a couple times by men in the chat. It's always a man. And that's why I want y'all in my sessions. That's why I want you in my workshops. These are not just for women. These are for men too. Okay. I don't want to just lift the women up. I want to lift the men up too. This emasculation that's happened is just, we got to it's got to go. It's got to go. But talking about me looking like a man and, oh, this is a man, and oh, it looks like she put her finger in a light socket, and look at that. Like, you just, obviously a couple of the comments I did read. Everyone blossoms at different times and sends it your way. Men can be so dramatic. What's funny is men were mostly the bullies in school too. It was the boys. There was a couple girls. And you know what? I really hope they're watching, because they have turned into amazing women and they have apologized to me as adults. And you can tell that they have held the guilt by their apology. And that kind of blows me away, because, you know, that means that them bullying me didn't just hurt me, it hurt them too. And whatever was going on in their life at the time, or, you know, as kids, when other kids clap when you make fun of someone, so you make fun of them more. That's the kind of thing that happened. But the women have apologized. Here's a funny story about one of the men, though, is one of the boys that bullied me throughout throughout school. I moved schools. So as a sixth grader, from 6th to 7th grade, I moved schools to different towns. And during that time, I got smaller, right? I got the puberty. I grew my hair out. My mom always kept my hair short. She said she didn't understand how to do it, so she made me look like a boy. All right. Yep. As soon as I was old enough to say, I don't think so, lady, we didn't think so no more. I grew my hair out. So this was in the process of moving schools. Well, my old school, come prom time, senior year, my cousin went to my old school and she had a big party, a senior party. And I went because I wanted to see how all these people had changed, right? These fellas that made fun of me and teased me all growing up didn't recognize me no more. What was this, Tina Pat? Oh my gosh, Tina Pat got skinny. Oh my gosh, she's pretty. wow, she's got long hair. Ooh, man, yes, they flirted with me. They were trying to ask me out on dates, and this is where I got my payback. I wasn't mean to them. I wasn't rude to them. I didn't really give them too much of the time of the day because come on now. But there was one boy that was really nice to me. He dated me for a minute in the 6th grade. He was really nice to me, and he was very popular, and people picked on him for being nice to me, and he didn't care. He still hung out with me. It was really cool. Well, he was at this party, and things had changed for him. It appeared he wasn't as popular as he used to be. It appeared he had taken over the role that I was in. It seemed to me that people were kind of not as nice to him anymore. Guess who I went home with that night? We was the talk of the school, he said, the next few weeks. And when I lost weight, yeah, of course. I think that also gave you the energy you have now. I agree with that. I know what it's like to be in the dumps. I know what it's like to be hated on. And so I want to help anyone who's in that kind of energy, and I want to help them get out of it. Because really they can. It doesn't matter what these bullies are doing. Them bullies don't have to affect you. They really, really don't. So he came home with me that night. We didn't do anything. My mom brought him home with us. Like, it was innocent. I was a good kid. But the next few weeks we was the talk of the town. Tina Pat got beautiful. Ooh, so beautiful that after high school I modeled. Like, that's how pretty I was. I learned to use that negative energy and figured out who I really am. Thank you, Queen. Thank you. Amelia, you're a goddess. You really need to tap into your psychic stuff. You really do. Join my workshops, lady. Join them. The meditations open it up like no other. You mean who you are. Thank you, Candy. I love you. I love you. I love you so much. Yes, she does. She needs to tap in. Now, I come with a warning with that. Okay? I come with a warning with that because even with my readings, the other night I did a group event with some ladies. They were amazing. I'll tell you a little bit about that in just a second because you cannot make this up. They had trouble meditating too. And I was like, okay, but here's a precursor of a warning. When you join my meditations and you are already open and you're on the brink of opening up even more, my energy taps into that subconsciously and goes in there and says, all right, it's time to wake up, sister. Click. And then before you know it, and this is even just in a reading, okay? Just even in a reading, this has happened. You're calling me the next day going, what the heck? I saw a ghost in my room last night. I swear to Jesus, there was a ghost on my bed. And I'm like, well, I did give you a warning that because you have that energy, when we have certain colors in our energy and coming from our soul imprint, we're more capable to talk to deceased and talk to other entities and other energies that are out there that others may not see. And I'm getting super lightheaded right now and super dizzy. So listen, when you join my sessions, it's opening you up. And that's all you need is the door to just be swung open. Yours is cracked. It's cracked open. Does that make sense? Like the door is open like that much, but it wants to be like shoved. They are all over the place right now because my kid is in sports. So depending on his sports day, I've been trying to do them Tuesdays and Thursdays, 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. I do the 7 a.m. for all us morning moms so that we can, get in there before we have to leave. I would really love to do it earlier than that, but I'm also a mom, so I got to get them kids up and at them and on the bus. So I do it 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. I am also so open to looking at different time frames that I know people will show up to, because this is one of my problems right now, is y'all are paying for the session and you ain't showing up. And I want money. I love money, but I don't really want it like that. Like, I want you to show up. Like, I mean, I guess I did tell the universe I accept money in all forms. So I can't say I don't want it like that, right? It's I've made it $2 as like an introductory to get you guys in the door. And you're how do I get in the 7 p.m.? Okay. So you go to tinaqueenofribbons.com. You'll see all the ribbons and the little hamburger thing up at the top left corner, the 3 lines. You click on that, it brings down a drop down box. From that drop down box, you want to hit additional services. Don't go to shop readings, go to additional services. And then under additional services, you will see appointments and you will see classes and events. Click on classes and events, and that gives you every single one, the time. It's $2. Once you pay, you get a Zoom code, and there is a worksheet in the Zoom class. Now, a lot of people haven't been able to download the worksheet from the Zoom, which I don't know why I've given access. But if that happens, let me know and I will personally email it to you. Next session is Tuesday at 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. I'm sure now I'm questioning. Is Tuesday the 13th? Yeah, it's Tuesday. So I want to tell you a little bit of a story about my Wednesday night event I had. I do ribbon reading events where you can pay one fee for 3 hours session, and I will read you and your friends and whoever in the 3 hours. My readings are $180 an hour. I charge these ones much cheaper so that we can do group. So it's $408 for the 3 hours. If you're local to me, you got to be local to me. I'm not driving 4 hours for it, And so I did one the other night, and the whole day, I was like, something mind-blowing is happening at this reading, something that I don't see yet. And I was feeling nervous. I was feeling confused. I was trying to talk myself out of it, maybe reschedule, because I was like, what is happening at this reading that is making me feel a little uncomfortable and a little awkward? Like, I knew I was going to feel uncomfortable. Okay. The whole way there, I had the lump in my throat, the whole way there. I show up to this reading, and I was going to broadcast it live for you guys, but this is why I didn't. It's not very often that I show up in your reading when I'm reading you. It is not, it does happen. It does happen. I have a client in Australia that when I was reading him, I was like, we're going to remain connected. And I don't know how, and I don't know why, but like, you're going to be a prominent figure in my life. And he was. So I pull up to the reading, and there's only 2 ladies there. We were waiting for 3 or 4 more ladies to show up. And I didn't start reading. I just started telling about myself. This is what I do. Oh, where do you live? Where are you coming from? All the things, right? So I went 2 seconds. Oh, thank you so much. 2 seconds. And this lady looks at me and she goes, do you know Amy Bissell? Treasures. I almost lost it. This lady started crying. So Amy Bissell is my bonus daughter's mother. She passed away from cancer about 5-6 years ago. What are the odds of this? I'm not even in the same town. I'm in a different town. I don't know these ladies. They found me on the internet. Like they searched me out. And that woman worked with her. She had pictures of her all over her phone. She knew all about my bonus daughter. We had so much. It was cool conversations. It was very cool. And the host goes, I knew this would happen. I had a feeling one of you knew her. And she didn't know me. She didn't know me, but I am the step parent to Amy Bissell's daughter. So, you know, like I said, Amy passed years ago, and it was awkward, right? I felt awkward and uncomfortable at first because I was like, oh my gosh, what am I doing here? And so when I got home and my bonus daughter, Harper, the next morning, because I was a late reading, but the next morning I looked at her, I go, you're not going to believe what deceased person showed up in my reading last night. And she looked me dead in the eye and she goes, my mom. I'm getting goosies again. And I was like, yes, your mom. What are the odds of this happening? You cannot make this up. You cannot make it up. It blew me away. I was trying to talk myself out of going, you know, because I was like, oh gosh, I don't want to be involved in the reading. It has nothing to do with me. But it did. I was absolutely connected. Just blew me away. So be open to yourself and your own intuition. Be open to those nudges you're getting from the universe. Be open to your feelings, your gut instincts, your natural instincts. Be open to that. I told one of the ladies at that session, because she had a purple ribbon, and purple is one of the most psychic. And I was like, girl, you have a purple ribbon and you want to know about spirituality. And they thought when I said spirituality that meant church. And I'm like, no, that's a part of, but no, I'm talking opening up your intuition, opening up your gift, listening to God, listening to the divine, becoming one with spirit, like listening to those nudges and not ignoring them anymore. And so I had to advise her that, because we were having that conversation, that my energy was subconsciously in those moments pulling on her little third eye there to open up. So I said, warning, weird shit could be happening to you after this. And I want to apologize, but I'm not going to apologize, because we're all here for a reason. We're doing this interaction for a reason. Like, that was so mind-blowing that my fiance's ex showed up in my reading. Goddess Kate, Goddess, how are you, beautiful? How's your morning going? I gotta retell this real quick. I did a group reading Wednesday night in Diamonddale. I didn't want to go. I kept trying to talk myself out of it. And I'm like, why are you feeling uncomfortable and awkward? Girl, I had a lump in my throat the whole way there. I wasn't even there. Oh, congratulations. Oh, new little puppy. I love it so much. I can't wait to see pictures and no videos. I wasn't even there 5 minutes, and I figured out the awkward and uncomfortable feeling. One of the ladies, we weren't reading yet. I wasn't reading anybody. I was not reading anybody. We were just asking each other about ourselves. Oh, where are you from? I'm like, oh, I came from Hastings. I just moved there, over the summer. Oh, how many kids do you have? Oh, I have 2 kids and 1 bonus daughter. She's 12. She's amazing. Her name is Harper. And then I start telling about Harper, and this lady went white as a ghost. And she goes, Amy, that's Harper's mama. She died of cancer about 5 years ago. And I was like, I don't know Amy, but I do. I've had many conversations with her. And I was like, yeah, so I do in a sense. It blew my mind, Kate. Blew my mind. And this is the second reading that my fiance's exes have shown up to. He doesn't have that very many exes. I think there's only one more. So, gosh, I hope I don't. I better shut my mouth, right? I better just shut my mouth and not say nothing. Because I've dated, even my ex-husband didn't come into my readings. But this man's deceased ex shows up. And so in the morning, because it was an evening reading, so I didn't get to see Harper and tell her about it. In the morning, and when she woke up, I looked at her, I go, Harper, you're not going to believe what deceased person showed up at my reading last night. That little girl, 12 years old, her intuition is subpar. She looked at her. Is subpar a good thing? I'm meaning amazing. I don't know why I said it. I'm meaning like it's on point. She looked at me and she goes, my mom. Did not skip a beat. She knew her mom showed up in my group reading. And she had the biggest smile on her face. She thought that was so incredibly cool. And then we sat there and I got teary. I'm getting teary-eyed again now. Because getting to hear, I don't know any of her mom's family other than her one grandma. So getting to hear about her from her friend's perspective and how much this lady loved her and how she loves Harper. Like, I'm going to bring Harper in there so they can see her. Mind-blowing, magical. You cannot make it up. Yes, goddess. It was amazing. It was amazing. And then the awkward and the uncomfortable feeling went away and the reading was fantastic. The reading was fantastic. And I'm like, I made myself sick over worry with that. I literally didn't want to eat. I had that, lump in my throat. I made myself sick thinking something was worst case scenario was going through my brain. Like, am I going to be the psychic that shows up and gets taken? And I laugh because I've been at shows that have canceled before, and my uncle's been like, the psychic didn't know there was going to be a catastrophe. I'm like, we're not all knowing. We're just able to tap into certain things. Thank you, goddess. Thank you. You too. Have an amazing day, and let that infect and spread and affect everybody that you touch and the ones you don't. I love you so much. I hope to see you in workshops. Vibes. Yes. Yes. I'm in Michigan. Are you in Michigan? It's very chilly this morning. Did you notice the frost? Uncool, Michigan. Uncool. Not a hold my beer kind of day. Ann Arbor. I love Ann Arbor. I love Ann Arbor. I love it there. Grand Rapids. Yes, I'm in Hastings and you're not far from me, Kate. That's why we really need to do this one day. We need to stop talking about it and we need to be about it. And then we can go live together and do some readings together. I'm getting goosies, girl. But the coming out this morning and looking at the frost I was like, but I want to wear my tank top dress. I don't want to tank that dress. So I had to wear my thick leggings, the thick winter leggings, and then bring my fuzzy jacket with me. Because we have to dress in layers in Michigan. Like it can be winter in the morning and summer by noon. Like and then winter again at dinner time. Like that's how nuts it is in Michigan. I love our state. I love it. It's beautiful. It's one of the most beautiful states. I can stand on that. Yes, Kate. Yes. You're giving me all the goosebumps. I'm not that far from you. I think Grand Rapids is like 25-30 minutes depending on where you're at. I'm like right outside of Caledonia past Middleville. So I am out in the middle of BFE nowhere, but I'm still not that far. Yes, and we can do it in my studio. You get to see my studio. I absolutely would love that. You know what's funny? I said this yesterday. There's a reason you're in here. I said this yesterday. Good morning. We used to live in Middleville. Oh my gosh. So you know all about it. Yesterday, literally yesterday, when I was looking at your reading you did yesterday with those I want to say the naughty cards. Um, as I was watching you, I went, why didn't I ask Kate? Literally, I went, why didn't I ask Kate? Because I want to teach people about ribbon readings, right? I'm trying to advance. I'm trying to elevate. Not trying. I am. Um, and I thought I need to go to my colleagues and ask some of my colleagues to go on a live with me, and we can review each other's services, and we can talk about how we work, and explain, how we met and all this kind of thing. And they can review me, I can review them. I literally got the stops. They were either really too busy. Most of it was all just too busy. One lady said maybe in a year, and I'm like, you okay? All right. I take no as an answer. And when I was looking at your thing yesterday, I go, you dummy, like the one person that you would absolutely adore so freaking much is the one you didn't ask. I know you would love to. That's why I'm like, what the heck? Why do I want to get like scorned first? Like I have to go be disappointed first and ask all the people that are going to tell me no. And I'm like, well, I'm not just wanting to promote my service, I'm also wanting to promote yours. So this is a collaboration, not a competition. But I'm not sure some of them saw that way. So I was like, okay, everything happens for a reason. And now the reason is coming about, right? Thank you. We got to do that. We got to do that 100%. 100%. It's only going to drive more people and more traction to each of us, which is what we need, because we have really, really, really good energy. We have really good messages, and we genuinely want to help people. Like, we genuinely want to help people. Absolutely. No competition. Collaboration only. Collaboration only. Like, I remember one time a girl at an event told me she gave me some advice, and she said, your tent is beautiful. It is gorgeous. She's like, but I think that you should put some different colored curtains all over your tent. And I was like, wow, that's amazing idea. She even told me how to hook them up and how to with Velcro and stuff. And so look at all my curtains. Like, that's what I have now. And that is collaboration. That is a true spiritual psychic person that is planting the good seeds everywhere she goes. And her telling me that, her elevating me, did not put her down in a hole by any means. Guarantee it lifted her up. Guarantee it lifted her up. We got to learn that. Celebrating for others only amplifies more celebrations for our own self. Thank you. Thank you, Goddess. I appreciate it. I love it so much. I wanted a space that made me want to meditate, that made me want to dance, that made me happy whenever I walked in it. And mission accomplished. As you can see, I do have, dresses. I do have, sparklies, and I have my ribbons all over the place, and fairy lights and all that. And Robert actually constructed all of that, so I can just take the curtains down, put the, rod up, wrap it, and then I can go put it into my tent when I go on location. So, like, we're a gypsy studio. We're a gypsy studio. And I actually had a live free ribbon reading for a whole hour scheduled this morning. She won my giveaway, and I knew she wasn't going to show up. A part of me was like, girl, just go back to bed. Yes, Goddess. Yes, treasure. I absolutely am. My dream. I have journaled about this very spot 5 years ago. I journaled about what the day would look like when I woke up in the morning. I would get my coffee, I would get ready for the day, and then I would go kiss my man, and then I would come into my studio. He would go to his job, I would go to mine. I always seen him going in his garage. He works in his garage so much rebuilding engines. So much. Oh, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. We're doing collective, and I am doing little ones, mini ones. So I'll give you a mini reading. Absolutely. Now, you've never had a ribbon reading with me before. I know this because, I'm the only one. How I do it. So let me do a little explanation. I don't know why I just put my glasses on. It was weird. I'm not getting ready to read. The things we do, right? So I see color coming out of your heart chakra. To me, they look like they're strands of light, but to me, they look like ribbons. It's what I use to show you that it looks like, because it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Okay. Now, the energy coming from your heart generally does not change. That's unless you've hid aspects of yourself throughout your life. When most of us in childhood, we hide aspects of ourselves because those aspects can get us hurt or make people mad or upset. So I have seen it where a ribbon color has grown from your heart chakra. All right. The energy around you, your aura, the energy in your home, your space, those change. Those change from day to day. So I'm going to read the energy that you are in, because we are in a collective energy right now of every single color. I've never seen it like this in my whole life. And I have seen these colors for as long as I can remember. It's like a giant spider web mess of thread up there. Okay. It is very hard to decipher because it's so much. It's so much. With every color being in our collective, anything is possible. Okay. So you have three. Ooh, okay. Well, you got 3 in there. This is one of the best. So that's very positive. All right. Gray. And red. So this is the energy that you are in, that's floating around you, that could be around you for, it could be a day, it could be weeks, it could be months. I'm feeling like a few weeks at least. Maybe you've already been in it for a bit, so could be on the month train. Let's start with red. Red is passion. Red is fire. Red is intimacy. It is sass. It is sarcasm. It is ambition. It is joy. It is high energy. It is extreme. Red is extreme. We go through extremes when red is in our vicinity. Red is also creation. So in this time, in the next few weeks, create as much as you possibly can. As much as you possibly can. Now, with red comes fertility. So if you're not trying to do that, be mindful of that. It brings fertility. So it brings romance. It brings playfulness. It brings a childlike excitement. Okay. The downside of red, this is what we are pulling out of. It can bring stress. It can bring struggle. It can bring feelings of depression. It can bring addictions. So I don't feel there's a whole bunch of that going on, but the stress, a little bit of heaviness, like we're pulling out of. So with this red energy, utilize all the newness. Okay. Newness, try new things. Red's hard to wrap our mind around because a lot of us are in the humdrum, right? The drone, The drone energy, what is the word? Roboting around, just going through the motions. Okay. Nope. We need to seek excitement. We need to seek joy. We need to seek laughter and fun. So be open to trying new things. Seek new things. You want to take a dance class, learn a new dance. You don't even have to take a class. You can find the things online. YouTube is endless, you guys. There are so many of us out there trying to show you what we do, me included. So you can find anything that you want to learn on there. Anything that you want to learn, there's someone else out there showing you. Same with the talk. So be open to romance, be open to intimacy. And this isn't just with partnership. This is with friends, intimacy with people we meet. Excuse me. This is a really good color. This is so positive. Like, balls to the walls, go after it. Change your mind. Make sure your mind is set on positive Patty. That way, when the stress and when the struggle comes, it's okay. Everything happens for a reason, right? I was trying to talk myself out of doing a live this morning because I already knew she wasn't going to be here for whatever reason. And why am I showing up if they're not showing up? Well, there's a reason, Tina. Here's one of the reasons. Here's one of the reasons. So red comes when we are lacking passion, when we are lacking fun, when we are lacking motivation, when we are lacking all these things. So this is a great time for you to try all the newness, to go on the date, to go to the movies by yourself. I mean, it is literally an energy of fun, lighthearted happiness. Okay. It's a good fire. It's a good flame. Now, because you have gray around you as well with the red, gray is business. Gray means business and love. Business and love. And these two things are extremely positive. So it's also entrepreneur energy. This is entrepreneur energy. So if you're not in a position of management or leadership or owning your own thing, you need to start it. You need to start it. And if you've already started it, recalibrate, right? You don't have to burn it to the ground to start all over. You can just make a few moves that will change the direction and be more beneficial and more positive. Does that make sense? I like to wait. I don't need the validation or the confirmation, but I like the banter, okay? Gray is an energy that keeps the eye on the prize. It doesn't get disappointed when things don't go the way it expects. It just knows sidestep. It also knows sometimes you have to take 2 steps back to get 4 forward, okay? So don't get discouraged. Hello, how are you? Thank you for joining. So don't get discouraged. Keep positive. Keep your mindset on exactly what you want. And then your actions are going to start following suit, right? Your actions are going to start following suit. Your thoughts are going to start following suit. Gray is a very romantic energy, but when it comes to romance, it's very private, okay? Gray wants to honor you, wants to cherish you. It does not want Tom, Dick, and Harry to know about it. You know what I mean? So with gray, we also get the message to keep the things to ourselves until it's come to fruition, because other people absolutely will throw their shade on it. Especially if it's something big and exciting that is positive for your life and they're not doing big and exciting things for their life. That says it all. Okay. Now, are you still here? Gosh, I hope I'm not. Who am I reading if you're not here? Gold is the best color. It's the best color. I have a gold, and it took me many years. I have a gold coming from my heart chakra, and it took me many years to believe it, because gold is miracles. Gold. Good, goddess. Good. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. And now I just got the goosebumps. So, yeah. See, we know what we're doing, even when we don't know what we're doing, right? Gold is unconditional. Gold is miraculous. I see Jesus as being gold. I see the Buddha as being gold. I see all those. What's the one? What's the Egyptian blue guy? I see all the religious entities, all the highest spiritual gurus. They have gold. They have gold. This is letting you know that you are supported, that you're completely provided for. All your todays, every single tomorrow. You do not need to stress. You do not need to worry and worship your worry. You don't need to worship your worry. I'm working with Jesus today. Of course she is. Of course you are. He is gold. He is gold. And because of my culture and where I am raised, Jesus is my man. He's my go-to, right? But because I also know that there is more into the gold, I do seek knowledge on all the other entities and energies because I find it beautiful. There's an Egyptian guy that stands, and I've never seen him. I've never seen him other than around Haven, and I recently just dreamt about him. And it's got me so curious. It's got me so curious about Egyptian gods and their mysticism and their energy and their culture, because the guy's he's a beast. He's a beast. So gold, anything you want it, you got it. Anything you want it, you got it. So if shiitake mushrooms is coming to your door, what was you thinking about? What was you thinking about? Change your thoughts, change your mind, and you change the paradigm. Okay. So gold is here to let you know you're 1000% supported. Okay. You are so supported. It's insane. It's insane. Gold also brings a level of confidence. It takes away our self-doubt. So let this seep into your system, because you know what you're doing. You know it. You're set in it. You're grounded in it. You understand, and you see the big picture. You see the big picture, but you're still playing a little bit small. It's okay to be big. It's okay to be vast. It doesn't mean that you need more than anyone else. It means that you need what you need to fully be Kate in this life, to fully live in your magnificence. I'm getting all the goosebumps, goddess, all the goosebumps. If anybody has anything negative to say about it, that is a reflection of their own inner compass, that they're not willing to do the work to be magnificent, to be magical. Don't take it personal. Don't take it personal, because we tend to let it infiltrate our little heart, right? We let it infiltrate our little heart, and we're like, who do you think you are? Yeah, she's right. Who do you think you are? You're Kate. You are a magical being, goddess. You talk to angels. You talk to angels. If that ain't magic, I don't know what is. You're worth way more than you give yourself credit for. You're so much more powerful than you know, goddess. If you could see me the way, if you could see you the way that I see you, if you could see you the way that I see you, you're amazing. You're amazing. You're invaluable. You are so valuable. You can't even express how much value you have, how much power that you have. Girl, you have the ability to not just change your life, but to change so many other lives. You're going to get me teary-eyed too. Don't let the haters and the naysayers hurt your heart, okay? Don't let them hurt your heart. Let them say what they're going to say, and just know, let them fuel your fire, because know the more of them that come at you, you're on the right track. You're on the right track, goddess. The more that come at you, it's showing you're about to be elevated another step. You're about to grow even more. You're about to glow even more magnificent. Don't take it personal. Just let it slide. And I know this is so much easier to say than it is to do, because I've been practicing. I've been practicing, and people have said a lot of nasty things about me in the last month going live. A lot. But you know what? For every nasty comment, there was 10 more beautiful ones. There was 10 more beautiful ones of treasures, beautiful treasures, reminding me that I am here for a reason. And it's not just to make money, and it's not just to show you my gift, and it's not just to read. It's to help. It's to uplift. It's to inspire. Last week I had 2 women, and then yesterday another one, tell me that I saved their life. That's not small. That's huge. That's the stuff you do. That's the work that we do. And if someone's commenting on our appearance, we're way more than our appearance. We're way more. We are so treasured. We are so cherished in our soul and our spirit. We are queens. We are goddesses. If they only knew that's who they was talking to, they'll find out it is a reflection of their own inner hate and their own inner hurt. They will find out. They will, no matter what. What's the saying? Karma's only a beehive if you are. Well, karma gives you the lessons that you're supposed to have. And if you're out there spreading hate and negativity, yeah, some lessons are coming from you. Some lessons are coming for you, no doubt. And especially if you are coming to the blessed ones with that. So get it. Try to switch the paradigm when we do get discouraged and we do get disappointed and we let it hurt our feelings. I say our because this is just as much my message as yours, goddess. This is our message. And anyone in the room, this is your message. Someone's hate, someone's hurt, someone's negativity towards you has absolutely nothing to do with you. It is all about their own inner reflections, their own inner feelings, their own inner hurt and inner pain. They see you rising above the shiitake mushrooms. They see you rising above their hate. They see you rising above their nasty comments and not letting it affect them. What do you think that's teaching them? Don't even give them the time of day. Read the comment. If it's nasty, keep it moving. If they keep it up, block them. You absolutely need to go live and keep it up. And keep it up. It's going to bring you traction. It's going to bring you more followers. It's going to bring you so much confidence. And you're going to learn a lot. You're going to learn a lot. And we talked about it a little bit the other day. There's going to be one day where you got 500 people in there and you can't even believe it. And then the next day there's 2. You might even get there once. And I've been on here live a few times where I was talking to myself. I needed to too. When I look back at it, I'm like, we get what we need. We always get what we need. It helped me practice. It also gave me confidence, and it helped me. I was talking to me. I needed to talk to me. I needed that conversation. And the universe said, okay, no one else is listening. You listen. And so I did. So yeah, we're going to go live together, goddess. This is the highest of the high color. Anything you want, you can have it. So look at what's happening. You're being blessed today. You get a new lovely family member that you get to bring home. That's insane. Newness, passion, love, fire. You guys should do a date night soon, though. You should do a date night because That's like I don't know how to say it without saying it. It's also very fertile, so be mindful of that if you're, done. I love you so much, treasures. I knew that my live ribbon reading wasn't going to show up today, so I showed up anyways. And I'm glad that I did, because we needed to hear these messages. We needed to hear these messages. So she wouldn't have got this message. This wasn't for her. This was for us. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful, y'all. I love you. I love you. I love everything about you. I love learning. I love growing. I love helping you elevate to the next level. And you know what? I have even learned to love the hate and the dislike, because I know what's coming next. I know with every little nasty comment, I'm elevated a little bit further. So I'm grateful for each and every one of you. And when I say, we're getting ready to go, when I say, have the day you deserve, I mean that with the utmost love and the utmost respect. But if you take it in a bad way and you take it in a negative way, that tells me that you have a lot to work on how you treat yourself or how you treat others. It's one or the other. You should be saying, thank you, Tina. I'm going to have the best day, because you deserve the best day. And with that, I wish you many, many, many blessings. I appreciate every share, every like, every follow, every comment. I appreciate your presence. You are a treasure, and you should be cherished each and every day. And if you're not, make sure you're the one cherishing you. I love you so much, treasures. Have a blessed, blessed day.